Hey friends, it's Megan. What's up? How are you? Today we're going to be doing a full face of LYS Beauty, or almost full face. What I have, you know. Yeah, that's how I got this look today. So if you're curious to know my first impressions, my thoughts on this brand and the products that I picked up, be sure to stay tuned. Hold tight because it's a little bit rocky. Definitely was not the experience that I was expecting to have. So yeah, it gets a little bit wild. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell just so you guys are notified of every time I upload. I am going to try to get a few additional uploads out this month. So be sure you have the bell turned on so that you'll get notified of that. And then of course, if you like this video, if you like me, be sure to give it a big thumbs up before you head out. That just helps other people find my channel. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, so I already have my eyes and my eyebrows done and ready to roll. LYS doesn't have eyeshadow palettes or brow products, so to do my eyes today, I just used my Natasha Denona Mini Gold. I really love this palette. I used this shade all over the lid. I went into this shade a little bit in the crease. Then I built this up in the outer a little bit to create that deeper hue. Then I used this shade here all over the lid. Super pretty. Really love this little mini palette. I think it is so good. But yes, now let's go ahead and jump into the LYS products that I picked up. I have pretty close to a full base kind of situation. There are some products that they don't offer, so obviously I don't have those. But the first product is the Think Bright Glow and Hydrate Serum. This packaging is stunning. It is so pretty. The aesthetic's gorgeous. It looks like there is a little bit of sparkle in there, so we'll see how that looks. This is infused with vitamin C and hyaluronic acid. It's also cruelty-free, vegan, and gluten-free as well. So I'm just gonna, I don't know, should I shake it? Yeah, I don't know if that makes a difference. But I'm gonna pull a little bit up in my dropper, and then I'm gonna just apply this to the face and we'll see how it goes. My friend Becca absolutely loves this. She's actually, I think she's like pretty close to completely panning it. So I think that speaks for itself. That's why I picked it up, because I know she loves it. There's no scent, so I love that for me. If you know me, I'm not really big into fragrance, so that's a win. It appears to be sinking into the skin pretty fast. It does have a little bit of a tacky base. Nothing like crazy though. It does look a smidge illuminating. I don't see like any sparkles, so that is also good, because I know a lot of people don't like that in their base products. Another product I picked up for them is the Triple Fix Serum Foundation. This also has hyaluronic acid, turmeric, and ashwagandha. Don't know what that is. Don't ask me. I have the shade LN3, and this instructs you to shake it well before use, so we're gonna shake it. I really love the packaging on this too. I just think that the whole like triangle theme they have is super unique. So this is what it looks like. It's a pump foundation. I love that it has this like nude color to it. I'm gonna put a couple pumps on the back of my hand, and I'm hoping that this will be a really nice shade for me. I'm just gonna use my Rare Beauty foundation brush. They have their own set of brushes. I did pick up one, which I'm going to show you guys here in a little bit, but I thought about getting the foundation brush, but I just got an additional Rare Beauty one because I love it so much. So yeah, this is also my first experience with a serum foundation. So I don't know, there might be like a learning curve. I'm not really sure. But I feel like that shade is really good for me. I'm slowly coming to the terms with how pale I am. Does anyone else feel like that? Like, when winter starts, you're just like, wow, I just am so fucking pale. Like, everything looks bad because I'm so pale until you adjust to not having any of your winter coloring anymore. Because that is me. I feel like maybe this foundation is going to do better if I drag it in instead of patting it in. It definitely appears to be pretty light coverage so far, I feel like. Oh, you guys. It looks like, let me just, it looks like pretty textured. And it's already grabbing over here and under here. Huh. Oh yeah, it's already looking so bad. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna take you guys off the tripod and I'm gonna flip you around so you can see what this is looking like. I'm not a professional, so sorry if this is like weird, but look how it's already like grabbing in like weird places. And it looks like really just textured. I don't know. I think that's so weird. I'm gonna flip you around. I'm gonna try to go in with a sponge. Yes, I still have sponges. I just never use them and blend it out and see. Oh my gosh. Nope, that's making it look so much worse. Oh my god. This is not going well. I'm gonna take it off. Maybe I didn't let the primer set long enough. I don't ever usually have that problem, but I'm trying to problem solve and see maybe what that maybe could have been the issue. I don't know. I'm gonna wipe this off. I'm gonna reapply the primer. And then I'm gonna try again. Okay, so I ended up getting on the LYS Beauty website because I thought maybe I was doing something wrong. The only instructions that it has is to shake well and then apply with a beauty blender or a foundation brush, and then you can build it to your desired amount of coverage. And it's not my Rare Beauty foundation brushes because I've never had a single issue with those ever. So I know that it's not that. I almost want to try and maybe go in with my hands, which is something that I don't like to do because it's just so messy and gross. So if that tells you how I'm feeling about this foundation, well, I guess, you know what, we'll try with the sponge again, now that I don't have anything applied under it. And sorry, dogs were barking, so I cut it out for you guys, but I'm gonna go ahead and try with my beauty sponge and see how that works. I gave it a few minutes to for the primer to set in, because maybe I just didn't let it dry long enough. I don't know. So far, I do think that this coverage is very light. This is like the lightest amount of coverage of any of the products in my collection for sure. Like, you can still see all my like discoloration and beauty marks. It would be a very like, this is lighter than any even like skin tint that I have, honestly. I'm just going to do the lower half of my face and we'll see how it wears, if it starts to settle again, because I don't want to get it all up here by my brows and stuff if I'm going to have to remove it. All right, so I gave it a few seconds, and it seems to be holding up a bit better. So I'm going to continue applying it and hopefully it will hold up. I'm glad I'm not going anywhere today because I am definitely a little bit nervous about the hold up, like the wear time, which I will, let's see, what time is it now? Like around 3. I will probably do a check-in for you guys, or if I don't do a check-in, I will list it in the description box so that you'll know how it held up. You guys, It's grabbing so bad. Right up here, right down in here. Like the most random places. I just think this is the first impressions, but I hate this. Bottom line, I work a, 9 to 5, usually longer than that job. And this has already proved to be too finicky for my liking. When I'm looking for a foundation, I want something that's going to be easy application and long wearing. This is already proved to be difficult application, and I don't think that it's going to be long wearing, considering how poorly it's already grabbing to all these random spots. And I don't have dry skin. Like, I do not. I have combo skin. I've done my skincare. My skin is hydrated, ready to roll, and I don't ever have like this issue. I had it with the Catrice one, but I think that it was too full coverage for my skin's liking. But this is like a really nice light coverage, and I do think that it looks nice over here now. But like, mind you, it's not even. I've had to do it twice, and now it's grabbing in other areas. So I think this is going to be a no for me. I will try it an additional time, and I will pair it with a different primer. So I'm really going to have to test these two out individually with other products to iron out what it is. But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty disappointed so far, to be honest. That is how I'm feeling, disappointed. I'm going to go ahead and apply my concealer, and then I will be back. Okay, so the next product I picked up is the Triple Fix Translucent Setting Powder. So I'm just going to take that on my under eyes, and I have been using this all week, and I really do enjoy it. I think it helps longevity of my makeup. It doesn't accentuate like creasing or wrinkles or fine lines or anything like that. I think that this is a really good pressed powder. I've been applying it with their, okay, well, it's not labeled, but I bought a brush. I believe it was like the Bronze and Sculpting one, but I thought it was a really nice shape for just like plucking it under the eyes. So that is what I've been using it for, and I've really been loving it. And like I said, I've really been loving this translucent powder as well. I've been using those items all week to kind of like, I wanted to do a first impressions, but I also kind of wanted to do a review, but I wasn't going to have time to do like all the things. So yeah. The other product I got is, which you're coming from Instagram, then you already know this, but I picked up their bronzer, and did you guys know that this isn't a cream? Like, I fully believed that this was a cream. I already had one of their cream blushes in my collection, so I guess I just assumed that this was also cream. It is not. It is a matte powdered bronzer. So now you know. That's what it is. I was definitely shocked. But yeah, this is a really nice bronzer. I've been using this all week as well. It's a really nice warm tone. I have the shade Motivate, which is one of, I don't remember if it's the lightest one or one of the lightest ones. And I've just been using it on top of my Huda Beauty foundation, and I've had no issues with, longevity or clinging or anything like that. So I'm kind of interested what it's going to do with this foundation. So I'm kind of glad I've already been trying it throughout the week, because I'm worried that this foundation would have made me think that it was just like all the products. So yeah, been loving this one, and I would recommend this one if you're in the market for a bronzer. I picked all this stuff up when they were having their 40% off for Black Friday. I had really been curious about this brand, and a lot of people have good things to say about it. So I wanted to check it out for myself. And so far, I mean, I like the majority of the products. I'm just struggling with the one. But yeah, see, that's like a really pretty warm toned bronzer. Applies really nice, blends out really nice, great tone for me. Definitely a home run in my opinion. And the curious thing is, so then the item that I had before is the blush, and I have the shade Kindness, I think. Yep, Kindness. And this is like a cream. So I just think that a cream bronzer would have like made more sense, because like now I'm gonna go in with this over the powder. I don't know how that's gonna wear. I can use my Phytosurgence blushes. I use those over powders and I don't have any issues. But I have not tried this blush over a powder. But it's just like, if my bronzer is, you know, powder and stuff, like I'm gonna go over it with blush because I do bronzer before blush. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I'm feeling discombobulated because this is not going how I had expected it to go. But yeah, I really do like this blush. I got this, I think, over the summer. Really pretty, really pigmented, lasts really well. Touch that up a little bit. But yeah, it's a really nice blush. Then I'm going to go back in with the translucent powder, and I'm actually just going to use this to set the whole face because I'm kind of just curious as to how it'll look and wear and hold in the makeup. I haven't used this powder to set the whole face yet. I've just been using it for my under eyes. I usually use my Urban Decay one, but even though it's marketed as translucent, it's not. It has like a tint, and in the winter, that tint is far too dark for my skin, so like I can't use it. But yeah, those are all the products that I have from LYS. I'm gonna pop off, finish my face, and then come back for my full thoughts. Okay, so here is the finished look. I'm gonna just do a quick rundown on my thoughts on each of the products that I tried today. Starting with the LYS brush. I really do enjoy this. I've been using it under my eyes all week. I think it's a nice brush. It's really high quality. It's dense and it's super soft. I also love the packaging. It's like this matte pink, feels heavily weighted. I think that this is a really good, it's at a good price point too. So definitely enjoying this one so far. The blush, I've had this in my collection for a while now. Obviously, it's got some use. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's like a little baby dip forming. I think this is a really nice formula. It's a little bit of a stiffer formula, so if that's not your preference, then you may not like this, but I don't ever have any issues blending it out or with longevity or anything like that. This is a good long-lasting blush. In terms of the matte bronzer, like I mentioned, I've been using this all week and I've really been enjoying it. I think it's a beautiful tone on me. It's long lasting. It doesn't get patchy. It blends out really easily. I think that if you love, you know, matte powdered bronzers, that you would really enjoy this one. In regard to the powder, I've been having a good experience so far. Like I mentioned though, I have not worn it all over my face yet, so my first impressions of this one are good, but I don't have my full thoughts formulated yet, but that's kind of where I'm feeling with that one. The Think Bright Hydrate and Glow Serum, I'm not sure. I thought that this looked good, it felt good, whatnot, but then we had an issue with the foundation, so I'm not sure if that's because of this or because of the foundation. So I want to reserve my review until I've tried this with a few other foundations and I can, you know, eliminate the issue being the primer. But I think the packaging is beautiful. It's heavy. When I applied it to the skin, this looked so good. I think that you can see the glow coming through still even now. Like my skin does look glowy. It looks pretty. So first impressions, I really like this, but I'm interested to see if it's the reason that the foundation was wonky. So that being said, the foundation, first impressions of this are not good. I'm going to play around with it a few more times before I get my full thoughts on this, but this is rough, you guys. I'll insert a photo now, or a video, whatever, of how my forehead is looking. It is clinging, it's breaking up already. So I just don't know if this is gonna be for me, because like I mentioned, what I look for in a foundation, so far we don't have that with this. I think that like when it's not breaking up and stuff, the coverage is light. It looks really pretty, super skin-like, really light coverage. I just obviously don't want a foundation that's going to be clinging to my skin like that. And if it's so finicky, I don't have time in the morning to redo my base multiple times and wait. So I'm not feeling great about this, but I'm going to give it a couple more shots probably over the weekend so I can decide whether I want to keep it or not. But yeah, that was my almost full face of LYS Beauty. If you've tried this brand, let me know in the comments what you like, what you don't like, and if you've experienced this with the foundation, fill me in. Like, is it something I'm doing? Like, I don't know. I feel like I know how to apply foundation, but this one's giving me a little bit of a hard time. So let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. And of course, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up before you leave. I hope that you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you in the next one.